जय श्री कृष्णा। सनातन शक्ति में आपका स्वागत है। जब भी दिवाली होती है, मेरे घर में अवधपुरी अति रुचिर बनाई, देव है सुमन वृष्टि झड़ लाई, इससे शुरू होता है हमारी दिवाली की पूजा। आज हमारे साथ नीना राय जी हैं, जिन्होंने एक बहुत ही अमेजिंग बुक लिखी है, अमेजिंग अयोध्या। आज हम उनसे अयोध्या के बारे में बात करेंगे। नीना जी, आपका बहुत बहुत स्वागत।
धन्यवाद, अपने चैनल पे मुझे बुलाने का बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद।
The pleasure is all ours. So Neera ji, when I was researching about you, I was actually in awe. You know around 7 languages, and for this book, you learned Sanskrit, and I think you have been doing updates on your Sanskrit for the past 4-5 years. So why was the need to learn Sanskrit to write this book?
So over the course of my life, I've studied 7 languages, out of which I'm fluent in 4 or 5 of them. And the other languages were basically when I was traveling to assist me in travel. I mean, so for example, I lived in the Middle East, so I obviously picked up Arabic. And then Spanish is the second most commonly spoken language after English. So that is very useful to know. But I specifically picked up Sanskrit because in order to correctly, and the word is correctly, understand the scriptures, one should have a knowledge about Sanskrit. I did not intend to become a Pandit, but what I did intend to do was to understand what is being written. Because you see, what happens is that whenever we read the translation, there are certain words that are not translatable to English. They may be better translated in Hindi, but then sometimes the not even the meaning, but I would say the essence of the word is lost. The meaning is lost. And in certain places, I have seen a very cunningly, deliberately changed and altered meanings. To an extent, certain places, the words have been changed. The Sanskrit words have been changed. And in certain places, I have seen different meanings. And during the course of time, when I was trying to understand the Valmiki Ramayana, I would read English translations, and they, sorry to say this, but they would make no sense to me. In order to give the shortest possible, the most matching word in English, and then you string a sentence of those, complex English words because you're trying to match the shloks and make it as precise as possible. In Hindi, वो कहना है ना कि ना उसका सर ना पैर मिल रहा था. It was just bizarre when I started. So I said, this is no point. I am going to misread what is written. So it is much better to go into the depth, because if I'm giving out information, then I should give out as authentic information as it is humanly possible for me. Because you see, we are talking of an era that is so long gone by that it is, the closest we get to, what they're trying to say, we must portray that to the people, and we must explain that to the people. Because you see, we are today in Kali Yuga, and Dwapar, the whole Yuga has gone in between, and this is from Treta Yuga. So, we've jumped 2 yugs. We've jumped Treta, we've jumped Dwapar, and we are in Kali Yuga. So the meaning of things, the way of life, what is important in life, and all these things have changed, and we have to decode what Valmiki has written. That is why I started studying Sanskrit, because I felt that if somebody is learning from me, if somebody is knowing, then they should have the trust and faith in me that it is coming from a very genuine source and somebody who's put in a lot of effort. That's why.
Well, that's really informative.